sports page with the Orlando Sentinel and FM 96.9 The Game's Mike the Bulldog Bianchi.
On JRR.
Bulldog Sports Page brought to you by Kaufman and Lind Injury Attorneys. Jeff Kaufman will be here next hour taking your legal questions with Law and Disorder. Mike the Bulldog Bianchi standing by in the bunker, a.k.a. the luxury condo somewhere deep in the bowels of Metro West.
Absolutely, and I am fired up about your Orlando Magic series, now tied 2-2 after the whooping they put on the Cleveland Cavaliers Saturday afternoon at Kia Center. The Franz, outscored the Cavs by himself in the third quarter. He turned a competitive game into another rout. Magic win the game 112-89. The Franz had 34 points, 13 rebounds. The Cavs put up like 60 points in the first half, and then the Magic in the third quarter outscored the Cavs 37-10. Again, the Franz outscored. I think the Franz had 12 points in the third quarter.
What?
The Cavs
What
had
was
10.
said at halftime that lit that fire? Like they came out like, look out.
I don't know, but the Magic are not backing down from the Cavs at all. You want to talk about a chippy series. There were a couple of skirmishes. Jalen Suggs and Darius Garland go face-to-face after a fourth quarter flagrant foul on Max Strus. It's turning into a chippy series, which is good.
Yeah.
Because that plays into the Magic's game. They are feisty. They're a big team. They're a tough team. You look at their defense and what they've been doing so far. The Cavs have not scored over 100 points in 4 straight games. If you're the Cavs, you are worried going in to Game 5 in Cleveland. Very worried.
I just think, I mean, I wish there wasn't such a break in between,
Well, we've got a game tomorrow night, Tuesday night. That's an 8 p.m. tip-off instead of a 7 p.m. tip-off, by the way.
Yeah, three-day break.
I'm just bummed that the Lakers didn't get swept.
Right. Yeah, the Lakers came back. They trailed that series 3-1. Anthony Davis had a huge game for the Lakers. That was on Saturday. Last night's game, wow. The Phoenix Suns got swept. They were supposed to have this super team, and they absolutely got they got swept. It was 4-0. The Suns have Kevin Durant, Donovan Mitchell, and Bradley Beal, and they can't get anything done in that game. So, yeah, they go down.
Hey, Bulldog, how about all the Knicks fans that showed up in Philly?
Yeah, Joel Embiid was not happy about that. Yeah.
Man.
Jalen Brunson also showed up, by the way, for the Knicks. He had a career playoff high 47 as the Knicks take a 3-1 lead in that series. I mentioned the Suns getting swept. It looks like the Oklahoma City Thunder are about to sweep as well. They're up 3-0 in their series. Clippers, though. Clippers. James Harden, Paul George, Kawhi Leonard did not play that game against the Mavericks yesterday. Clippers still win because of Harden and George. Each scored 33 points, so that series is tied 2-2. Pacers up on the Bucks 3-1 in their series. The Bucks played yesterday without Giannis, without Damian Lillard, and Pacers looks like they're going to beat the Bucks. I mentioned Oklahoma City. They're up 3-0 on the Pelicans. And the other series, the Celtics took care of the Heat on Saturday. That series is now tied. I'm sorry, it's not tied. The Celtics lead 2-1 after the Heat came in one game too. But it looks like the Celtics are back in control of that. Other NBA news, Oklahoma City Thunder Mark Daigneault is the coach of the year, and he should be, because the Thunder are the number 1 seed in the West. They're about to sweep, and they have an average age on their roster of 23 years old. So he deserves to win it. Coach Jamal Mosley, by the way, finished second in the balloting. The guy who finished third in the balloting, Chris Finch of the the Minnesota Timberwolves. You see what happened to him yesterday? He collided with one of his players, tore his patellar tendon in his knee.
Good Lord.
So, yeah. Other news over the weekend, Orlando City, tough loss for them. They go down over the weekend. What was the score of that game?
2-1?
2-1. Yeah, that was a home game. So that's a tough loss for Orlando City.
They hadn't lost to Toronto FC, I think I saw, since 2019, dog.
Yeah, and they'd gone 4 games without being beat, but they got beat on Saturday
and
night.
right at the end, too, right?
Let's see. First half, they scored a first half goal. Toronto scored late in that game. By the way, Pedro Gallese, Orlando City's goalie, not doing very well. He's given up 17 goals in 8 MLS games this year. You're rally back on Saturday to avoid the sweep. They beat my Panthers. What was the score of that game? 6-3.
That was you dipped out there for a second. That was the Lightning coming back to beat the Panthers and stay in the series. Yeah, go ahead, dog.
That's right. 6-3. They win that game, so that series is now 3-1 in favor of my Panthers. Denny Hamlin called his shot in NASCAR over the weekend. Said he was good. He went on this podcast earlier in this week and said, "I will win at Dover." Got it, and that's what he did. He won at Dover.
He held your boy off.
He held off Kyle Larson. Yeah. That's right. So, big win for Denny Hamlin. What does he have? He has 3 wins this year.
I think that is his third.
I think he's tied with William Byron for the most victories this year.
Any final NFL draft notes, Bulldog?
I'll tell you what, Florida State had 10 players drafted. That was tied for third. The Gators only had 1 player drafted, and you wonder why Billy Napier is on the hot seat. When you only have 1 player drafted, that's not good. UCF had a couple of players drafted, including Javon Baker, who went in the 5th round, the wide receiver. What conference do you think had the most draft picks?
Big Ten.
Stop it. SEC for 18 straight years has had the most draft picks. Okay, 59 they had. Pac-12 had 43. Big Ten had 42. ACC 41 and Big 12 31.
All right. Well, a lot to discuss. The Bulldog will be over on AM 740 and FM 96.9 The Game conducting open mic.
Oh, let's not forget our Solar Bears. They won over the weekend. That series is at
the playoffs. Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that 2-2 now?
No, I have no idea.
You have to check with your guy there, Taco.
Yeah.
All right. Bulldog Sports Page brought to you by Kaufman and Lynn Injury Attorneys.
Listen to Under Oath with attorney Jeff Kaufman every Saturday morning, 7:30 a.m. on FM 96.9 The Game. You can catch extended versions by searching for Under Oath with Jeff Kaufman on your favorite streaming platform. Oh!
Lynch and Taco. On demand, download the iHeartRadio app.
This track